Good morning, yogis. Wahe crew, how you do? Welcome to class. Hopefully you can see me okay. All right. Happy Friday. It's hot as fuck out there, at least here in Arizona. Um, so yeah, we're gonna move and breathe and try to just clear some energy, clear some heat. We might create some heat, kind of get us into a more of a equilibrium system. Um, so yeah, let's get to your mat. If you have yoga blocks, if you have two, grab those. We'll use them a little later in the practice. If you don't have them, no big deal. We'll make it work. So I'm just gonna lock the door and then we'll start. All right. So we're gonna start standing today. Not very typical or traditional of my classes, but it is a nice way to arrive. So find your feet underneath your hips. They can be a little bit wider if you tend to feel slightly off balance. Step wider, spread your toes, root down through your heels, and just start to shift your weight forward and back until you find that beautiful neutral. Sometimes we're like, oh, leaning forward, what's next? Or we're sinking back into the past. So see if you can find the present, which is now, current, this moment. And when you find center, really root through your feet, let your shoulders go. You can even roll the shoulders back to broaden the chest. And then reach your fingers to the ground. So there's an energetic reaching down. Simultaneously, we're reaching up through the crown of our head. Turn the palms towards the front of your mat so you have a little external rotation, inviting the shoulders to open. And once you find your stance and it feels good, just close your eyes and start to tap into the breath, allowing the breath to move through the whole vessel. So you feel the breath coming in, it channels from the feet to the legs, to the stomach, chest, heart, chin, and into the mind. Take a couple deep breaths into your whole body. If it feels like you need an extra clearing or there's some frustration in your body, allow the exhale to go through the open mouth. Two more deep breaths. Next, inhale, bring the arms up, reach high. Interlace fingers overhead, flip the palms up to the sky, lengthen through the arms. Feel the biceps slightly squeezing towards the skull. Lean to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. One more to each side. Really opening and grounding through that foot. Coming back, other side. Inhale, neutral. Sweep the arms back and around. Bend the knees when you get to reaching for the ground, and then straighten up. So a couple of these. We bend the knees, we reach towards the earth. It's almost like a moment in Utkatasana in chair pose. Around, we clear the shoulders for 3. Breathe. 2. Channel that energy. And 1, come back up to stand, reach high, take a little back bend, open, And then exhale, swan dive down to the earth, keeping a little bend in your knees. Fold and release the spine. Release anything heavy in the body. Fold, shake your head to release the neck. We have 3 more breaths, just cascade the spine. Next breath, walk your fingers to the left. Get a little side body stretch, keeping the feet rooted. Lengthen out. You may be able to walk your fingers towards your left heel. Journey back through center all the way to the right. Walk those fingertips around. If they don't reach the ground, that's okay. Just really engage through the right oblique. Let the left side open. One more deep breath. Feel your body stretch. Come back to center. Walk your feet wide. Lower the tail into Malasana for squat. Lift the arms up. So we root through the heels. We root through the feet. Arms are extended. If you feel like you're going to tip over, keep your hands down. 2 more breaths. So this rising up and this rooting down simultaneously. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Hands to the mat. Step 1 foot to plank and then the other. Pause in plank, top of a push-up, strong straight body. Press into the hands as if you're trying to press the ground away. Press your heels back, feel the quads turn on. Breathe in, strength. Breathe out the heat. Bring your knees down to tabletop. Lower the belly, lift the tail, lift the chin. Exhale into cat. Inhale into cow. Feel the flow of your breath. So as you exhale, you press into cat, pulling navel in. And as you inhale, you pull the navel to the ground. Press the breath out deep, clearing stagnation. 2 more rounds, feel your spine. Let your breath be audible. Bringing it to the forefront of the mind, of the practice. And then flatten into neutral spine. Check that your hands are directly under your shoulders so that when we lift the right arm and the left leg, we're balanced. Get long and straight. Exhale, pull the knee to elbow. Squeeze and lengthen. Squeeze on the exhale. Lengthen on the inhale. 2 more, get long. Come back for the extension. Get a little longer through your heel, through your fingers. And then if you want the bind, reach back, grab for that left foot. Push the toes to the sky. For your neck, a little bobbling for 3. Channel breath, 2. And 1. Release it. Tabletop is where we go. Left arm comes to the sky. Stack the shoulders open. Circle that left wrist, bringing some freedom. Big inhale. Exhale to thread that left arm under the right. Take your skull down. Keep the tail lifted. Keeping the skull connected to the ground. 3 deep breaths. Soften your jaw. Soften your heart. Bring that right hand back under the shoulder. Inhale to come out. Left arm goes high. Sweep it around so that it can come forward for the extension. Then that right leg pops up. We find the balance, see if we can pull core in, exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Follow your breath. Let it guide the reach and the squeeze. Last one. Get super long reach. Option to go back, search out the foot, press those right toes to the sky, lift your chest. Let the breath come in. Feel the effort, it's there. Soften in for one more breath. Unwind, tabletop, really root through the shins. Right arm high, stack the shoulders open. Give a little circle to the right hand. Exhale to thread, taking that right shoulder underneath the left and settling the skull. Follow your breath, soften your head, let everything go. Keep pressing through the shins, through the tops of your feet. Left hand slides back in, underneath left shoulder. Inhale to rise out, right arm to the sky. Circle it halfway around. One more. And take it into table. Tuck the toes. Float your knees 1 inch off the mat for bear pose. So it's like tabletop, but there's an engagement. Point both knees to the right. So you're bringing a tiny twist into the abdomen. Point both knees to the left. You're staying low. Couple more to each side. Feel the weights twist. And then press it back to down dog. 3 deep breaths. You can move your feet, your heels, whatever the body is requesting at this time. Gaze to the top of your mat. Take a walk or a hop. Arrive. Fold down. Exhale. Rise to flat back. Inhale. Exhale to fold deeper. Grab your shins, your ankles, and fold it. Arms wide, come up with a flat back. Circle the hands around. Bring the hands to your heart. Pause. Close eyes, stand in Tadasana, 3 breaths. Check in. Noticing how the body feels after a little movement. And we'll chant one Om together right now to settle the soul and connect to the conscious collective. Inhale together. Inhale that sweetness. Exhale, release your hands, bring them to the ground, sink into chair, get low. See if you can pull the shoulders down while the arms reach. Crown is to the sky. Get low into Utkatasana. As you exhale, squeeze your belly in. We're going to do a little pranayama in this pose. So stay low. The breath is going to be out. So we're going to inhale deep, push all your breath out. And when your belly's empty, we're going to move the belly. So it's not breath of fire. We're not taking more breath in. The belly is empty. And then we're just trying to pump the navel. So I don't know if you can see it. I'll come closer. You might be able to. I have a good little Buddha belly, so you can often witness these things. Inhale, exhale. While the breath is out, no breath in my abdomen, I move my belly. And then when you need, inhale, stand up and fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to fold. Hands to the mat, step or hop, plank pose. Take it back to down dog. Take the left foot to the mat, ground it as much as possible. Lift the right leg high, point through the toes. As you exhale, bring that right knee, bend it, bring it to the left elbow. Breath out. Inhale high. Right knee to right elbow. One more to each side. High with the toes. Knee to the left. High with the toes. Knee to the right elbow. Pause. Lift up. Press the earth away. Just like we did in bear pose. And then step that right foot between the hands. Keep the back heel up. Rise up. Crescent lunge. Check in with the body. So if you're leaning forward, try to get into present. Right in the middle. Take your breath in. Bring the hands behind you. Interlace those fingers. And lift the chest. Coming into a back bend. Squeezing the shoulder blades. Breathing for 3. Lots of breath. 2. And 1. Keep that interlace with the fingers. Fold forward. Abdomen inside. Right knee. Lift the knuckles to the sky. 2 deep breaths. Hands to the mat. Pivot that back heel to the mat. Toes point wide. We're going to shift the weight over. Toes come parallel. Bend into your left knee, so half malasana. Yeah, or skandasana. If you want, pull your right toes up. All the weight's in the left foot. If you feel like you're going to tip over, hands to the mat. If you want a little more challenge, hands to prayer. Pressing your left elbow into left knee and kind of twist to the right, gazing up to the sky. Breathe. Exhale heat and frustration from open mouth. Nice. Hands back to the mat. Start to straighten those legs. Journey back to the top. Right toes forward. Ground your hands. Right foot back to the sky for 3-legged. Bring it behind the left so your legs become crossed in one unit. Swing forward to plank. Little mermaid legs. So we're squeezing the internal thighs, the adductors. As you exhale, lower. Undo the cross of your legs. Press up for a floating cobra. Chest, heart, legs, feet, everything. Rise, smile, and breathe. Feel this Friday energy, Venus energy of love and sensuality. Feel your body, the sensations. When I say sensual, it means your senses. Smelling, touching, seeing, tasting, right? Last breath. Lower down. Tuck those toes. Hands are directly under your shoulders. Use your inhale to press to plank or tabletop. Exhale to down dog. We're going to try that pranayama here again. So when you exhale, really hold the navel in, press your breath out, and then move your abdomen. So it's just like you're pumping your breath as if you were doing breath of fire, but the breath is held out. So we inhale, press the breath out, move the belly. Inhale when you need. 2 more breaths. Feel your down dog. Straight, strong arms. Head release. Right foot becomes rooted. Left leg goes high. Point through those toes. Use the exhale to take that knee under you in plank to the right elbow. Exhale. Inhale, extend. Knee to left. One more to each side. High. Knee to right. High. Knee to left. Pause. Try to connect that knee to the tricep. When you feel, step it between the hands. Back heel stays up. Back leg is strong and engaged. The inhale brings us up to crescent lunge. And find neutral. I have a tendency to lean forward in anticipation. Some people lean back, chilling in the past, right? Maybe that's their golden age back there. Try to come now. Here, arms up. Stabilize in your legs. Sweep your arms behind you. Interlace your fingers. Roll the shoulders open. Feel your scapulas and your collarbones open. Look up. Exhale, fold slow. Chest and heart move inside the left knee, knuckles to the sky. If you need a drishti, gaze to your right big toes. Nice, hands down. Walk your hands towards your back foot, right foot. Pivot, lower into that right heel. Half malasana, left toes point up if that's in your practice. Hands stay rooted if you need, or hands to prayer, pressing elbow into right knee to twist and gaze to the left. Bring out the abdomen, pressing out anything from organs for 2 more breaths. Hands to the mat to guide you. Weight comes back into left foot. We walk to the top, hands rooted for down dog. Left foot swings high for 3-legged. Reach it up. Flex that left heel. Bring that left leg behind the right. Taking it into that mermaid tail. Swing forward into plank. Feel your legs press together. They're becoming one unit. Exhale, slow to the mat. Unpart the legs. Toenails rooted. Rise up for your back bend of choice. Cobra, Sphinx, up dog. Take the gaze to the left, ring it out. Take the gaze to the right. Squeeze that kidney. One more to each side. Gaze left. And gaze right. Come back to center. Gaze high. Open the throat, the chest, and the chin. Exhale to child's. Inhale back to up dog or cobra. Exhale, child's. So if you're moving from, say, a low cobra to child's, take your time. If you're going from up dog to child's, just go 1 breath, 1 movement. We have 2 more rounds. So we open into back bend with an inhale. We close into that forward with an exhale. Meet me in child's. 3 breaths. Connect into self. Connect to what you're working on today. Maybe it's just to have a beautiful, fun day. Maybe you have all these goals and manifestations that feel a little daunting or challenging, and just breathe into them. Notice that you're infusing them with energy and love. Last big breath. Start to rise up to seated on your heels. This can be challenging for you. So if you can, try to stay here. If you have to come to your sits bones, you can. Grab your blocks. Hopefully you have some. You can always get them at, like, not to promote the dollar store, but they have them there. Or you can order these lovely cork ones. They're Dragonfly Yoga. So we're going to bring them right outside of our hips, and you can have them high. This is the tallest. You can have them medium or low. But the best thing is to be able to push your flat hands into them. So if you can't reach them and you're, tenting up on your fingers, don't do that. Raise the blocks to meet the length of your arms. Palms are flat. Hug them in close to the body. And then see if you can press so hard into the blocks that you lift your knees. And your toes or your feet will still be on the ground, but we're going to see if we can even lift those. So press in, lift the legs, really engage the core, bring a little bit of cat into your spine for 3. Exhale, 2, and 1. Nice. Lower down. Take your right hand behind you, left hand to right knee, and twist it out. Inhale through center. Go all the way to the left. Twist it out. Come back to center. Rise up to your knees. Those blocks are still there, and if you want to try doing camel with the blocks, move them back towards your heels. You can also just do full camel. But if you want to try with the blocks, again, find those flat hands. Fingers point to the top, front edge of your mat, and then you press into your hands and press your heart open. So we did a back bend standing. We know the chest will open, the gaze goes up. You can also take hands just to your heels or to your low back. We have 2 more breaths. Find your Ustrasana. Take it back to neutral. Lower your sits bones back to your heels. Release 1 block. And take 1 block to the front of your mat on its widest horizontal level. And then we're going to bring our hands, this little L shape between the thumb and the pointer finger, to hug the sides of the block. So it looks like this. And we're pressing, we're not grabbing, we're just pressing with the hands into the block. Palms are flat. And we step our knees back enough that we can lower our forearms. So this is, in essence, dolphin pose with the block. So the block is going to keep the squeeze of the internal focus. Make sure your elbows are as wide as your shoulders. Pressing the palms and the forearms into the mat. Tuck the toes. And lift your tail for dolphin. Take some deep breaths. See if your head will release. If you want to keep it more active, keep your gaze towards your thumbs. Option to stay, option to walk your feet closer to your arms. If you have scorpion or you want to work towards it, 1 leg lifts. You can get a little jump, a little lift off. You can play with balance, play with levity. Yeah, 2 more breaths. See if you can stay up. Feel the heads of your shoulders getting stronger. Nice, and lower the knees. Press back for child's pose. Knees go wide. Forehead releases. Release the hold of the block. 3 deep breaths. Ground your hands, push the block away, rise to table. Exhale to down dog. Feel this posture. Might feel easier now with those woke up arms. Gaze forward, take a walk or a hop. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise, reverse your swan dive. Reach up, arms high. Right fingers wrap around left wrist like a bracelet, and we lean to the right. That left side gets pulled open. Inhale up. Left fingers wrap around right wrist, and we lean to the left. Inhale to center. Sweep your hands down. Hands to prayer, shifting weight into left foot. Bring your right knee up so that it's in front of the right hip. Foot is flexed. Take the arms wide. Start to twist to the right, so you're bringing your navel towards the right, towards that right knee lift. Squeeze and breathe. Nice. See if you feel your balance strong and deep. Start to come back to center. Arms stay wide. Send the right leg back. Heel is still in flexion. And we come to warrior 3, soaring with arms open. Breathe a lot. When you're ready, hands come to the mat. Right leg soars to the sky. Standing splits, Hanumasana. Breathe. See if you can even fold deeper towards your standing leg. Slow to release the right foot back. Ground it so the heel is mounted on the floor. Come up for warrior 1. Hands to the heart. So warrior 1, we're completely sturdy in the legs. Hips and heart point forward. Hands are in Anjali Mudra. Slow, start to twist to your left. Using just that internal body. Sink more into your left knee if possible. Breathe for 3. If you need to go deeper, right hand will grab that outer left knee to help you to twist. And 1, release. Hands to the mat. Left foot to the sky, 3-legged, bring it up. Bring it down, dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. Hop or walk. Halfway lift. And fold. Inhale to rise. Arms high. Right fingers around left wrist. Lean right. Inhale, center. Left fingers around right wrist. Lean left. Inhale, center. Hands to prayer. Feel solid in your legs. Let the weight come into the right foot. Bring that left knee high. So we're trying to get it parallel to the ground. Foot is flexed, so it's not just hanging, it's active. Arms open wide at the shoulders, and we twist to the left, keeping that balance. Let your shoulders relax. Try not to look around. It will affect the balance. Keep the arms wide as you come back to center. Float that left leg back for warrior 3 with open arms. Heel is pressing. It's engaged, it's strong. The body gets in line with the leg as well. Hands to the mat. Float the left leg high, standing splits. Try to hug your body to your standing leg. Maybe you even grab it. Slow to lower that left foot to the ground, warrior 1. So we connect the whole foot, toes point slightly wide. Inhale to rise. Bend a lot. Warrior pose, heart and hips forward. Hands to heart, Vera 1. With the body, twist to the right. Just see how deep you can twist without involving the hands first. If you want to try for deeper, left hand to the outer right leg as we twist more to the back edge of the mat. Slow to unwind. Hands to the mat. Swing that right foot high, 3-legged up. Take it to down dog. Inhale the plank. Pause. Find alignment. Get super strong. Shift all your weight into your left hand. Lift your right palm 2 inches off the mat. And then switch. We're just going to rock. You're actually pulling your shoulder and your scapula back for 3, 2, 1. Full plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale up, dog, cobra, or seal. Exhale to down dog. 5 breaths. Head release. Strong straight arms, strong straight legs. Breathe into the spine. You can invite tiny bits of cat and cow, maybe pedaling or bouncing. Whatever feels necessary in your body at this point, listening to that inherent nature of the cells. Two more deep breaths. Enjoy the breath. Let it be long and sensual and sultry, letting the breath nourish you. Take a gaze forward. We're going to walk or hop to squat. So I'll turn towards you. We're in Malasana. So good for the pelvis. If squat is hard for you, if you have knee injuries, just not possible, just go to your level. So you can also be way up here. It's probably harder because you're engaging the quads, but wherever you can be. You can also grab your trusty block and stick it under your butt to give you a little support. Hands to prayer. Drop into now, into this moment. Drop into your breath. Much rumination of future when things feel unsure, and much rumination about past, of how we lived or what we did. So that will always be there, and the mind will always oscillate, but come into now, come into this moment here, how you're feeling, if you have sweat, if you have tears, if you feel uncomfortable, those are the things that are the now. Tap into that for a couple more breaths. Malasana is so beneficial, can be so challenging, and also can be a place of rest, depending on your beautiful body. 2 more breaths. Keep your feet wide. Bring your hands to the mat. Parallel the feet as you fold down. Feet are as wide as the mat, and we just dive the body. Gaze towards the earth, slightly coming into a flat back. Left fingertips or palm on the ground in the middle, right in front of your face. Take your right arm to the sky, twist it out. Option to bend the left knee. If you bend left knee, straighten right leg, not past straight. Try not to hyperextend, but keep that leg in line. Slow to switch, right fingers to the mat. You can do flat palm. You can also use your block, flat hand or finger tops. Left arm to the sky. We twist around the spine. So we're twisting from tail to crown. And once you find the twist, notice if bending the right knee helps you straightening the left leg. And don't hyperextend the left knee. I can tend to do that. It's kind of, I'm not going to say lazy, but yes, it's allowing of that extension instead of the activation. So try to activate through the leg, feel the alignment from the heel to the hip. Twist, last breath. Slow to unwind. Knees bend slightly, feet are still wide, and we're going to roll up slow. When we come up, this is where we began class. Turn your palms away from you, external rotation of the shoulders. Reach up through the crown. Check in with your feet. Close your eyes. Feel now. Different. If you feel no difference, check your medication. Just kidding. Notice the difference, right? The change of temperature, energy, maybe you feel grounded or awake. Just tap into those adjectives. Keep this nice stance, feel grounded in your feet. Take your chin up to the sky, letting the head fall back. Take the head to the left ear to left shoulder. Roll all the way around for full rotations. 3 in this direction. For your jaw and your tongue, a little asana for the face. Switch, circling left. Ooh, just feel that neck. The bridge between the body and the mind, keeping it open and clear. No congestion in your bridge. Ooh, head back to center. Arms come up. Start to step the right foot in front of the left, so we're crossing those ankles. Yeah, we did it in down dog. So that right leg's in front. Start to lower the left arm and lean to the left, so the left fingers are rooting, right arm is reaching, legs become one unit. Balance, spread your toes, root in. Feel the elastins in the right side skin. Inhale back to center, arms up, step back, feet hips distance, fold. Inhale to flat back, fingers to your shins. One more time with that pranayama. So we inhale deep, we exhale all the breath out, and when the breath is out of the body, the belly is supple, there's nothing filling it, you move it in and out. Inhale when you need. 2 more rounds, exhale, breath out. All the breath remains gone, belly pumps. Inhale. Exhale all the breath out. Empty breath, pump, belly. Inhale, rise. Woo! Step that left foot in front of the right, cross at the ankles, the knees, the shins. Take your right hand down. Right fingers reach to the earth as left fingers reach to the sky. So it's not so much a side bend, but a almost called it bipolar. Almost a whatever that's called, dark and light, hot and cold. Duality came to me. Feel this reach. Feel the elastins in your left side. And slow to come up. Uncross the legs and give a shake. So shake your hands, shake your whole body. See if you can shake your butt, shake your feet, shake your fingers. Shake, shake, shake. Shake it for 2. Breathe a lot as you shake. Let it be weird. Let it be wild. Sometimes yogis don't like this because it's not practiced or controlled, or you just do it. Last breath, shake. Woo! Stand still, close your eyes, notice the beautiful energy flow. Breathe in gratitude. Beautiful. Start to come down to seated on your butt. And this is where you would need your blocks now if you have them. We're going to go into a couple back bends, a couple core strengthening. So make sure you have your blocks if you have them. If you don't, just grab a pillow. If not, no big deal. Then come to your back, squeeze your knees into your chest. And as you squeeze them in, give a little rock to massage the back. Best to do on a hard floor, because you can do this in bed, but you're not going to get the massage that you get on a wood floor or outside on the ground. Pull the knees in, still any movement, circle your feet. Circle them both ways. Bring the legs straight up to the sky. Bring those toes into flexion. So you're pressing heels up. Bring your arms up to the sky. Sit up. Little pulses with the upper body. Keep those legs turned on. Pulse for 10, 9, 8. You're reaching for your feet. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab your knees, squeeze them in. Bring your feet to the mat. We're going to take bridge, but we're going to use a block between the knees. So grab your block. You can also use a book, like a big dictionary. Squeeze the block between either the knees or the upper thighs, wherever it feels more comfortable on your body. Make sure your feet are about hips distance, and just start here. So you don't even have to lift off. You can just start by squeezing the block, feeling the pelvic floor engage and tighten. If you want to go farther and take the full pose, arms are alongside your body, palms down by the hips, and the palms are pressing into the ground with wide, beautiful down dog hands. And then when you inhale, feet should be completely rooted. Start to press your hips up. Squeeze the block. Get the hips high. Squeeze the block. Couple deep breaths. Few more breaths. Keep it up. Slow to roll down. Remove the block. Feet come to touch. Knees go open. Soften and settle for a couple breaths. If you need more weight, you can bring your hands to your inner thighs and then slowly press them open. Extend the legs, release them. We'll come all the way up before Shavasana. I want to do supported fish. So grab your blocks. And some people do it different. I'm going to do block running vertical and right behind your heart. So not pressing into the low back, not pressing into the neck, but say just below the neck into that second thoracic, down to about the bottom of your ribs. And that's the support. If that's too high, turn the block on its medium level and then place a block behind your head so there's not an overstretch on the neck. Let your arms go open and wide. Make sure your butt's on the ground so the weight of your legs and your pelvis are connected to the earth. Breathe into this pose. Arms can be wide at a T. Arms can also go overhead, interlacing fingers. Long, deep breathing. Let the mind focus on the breath and the body. 3 more deep breaths. Slow, release your arms, turn the palms into the ground. Press up slowly to pull the blocks out. And then lay down flat into Shavasana. And it should feel really nice after that supported fish pose. The back can really, truly, deeply settle into the ground. So get settled. Get soft in your body. Try to relax. Let everything go. Your practice, you did great. You just get to rest now in Shavasana, corpse pose. Rest until you hear my voice bringing you back. Feel the body melting onto the ground. Feel the heart expanding. All breath, all love surround you. Loka samasta Sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta Sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta Sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all beings be happy and free. Peace, peace, peace be with you. Enjoy the rest of your Shavasana. If you can stay and enjoy and meditate there, laying beautiful. If you need to go about your day, many blessings. See you soon for our again practice, hopefully Monday morning or Monday evening if the Wi-Fi cooperates. And we have our Oaxaca retreat coming up October 22nd in Oaxaca, Mexico. So please join us. Check out wahecrew.com and datura yoga.com, and we'll see you soon. Namaste.